Yes, hi there. These comments are for Ken, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you made some comments at one of the web pages of my site, and this is the web page where I answer questions about my course, and I think you have a legitimate question, and I want to take a look at it right now. Okay, let's go down. Okay, here you go. So you say, hi, I got 94 in the TOEFL IBT, so you had 23 points in the reading, 27 points in the listening, you had 19 points on the speaking, you had 25 points on the writing. You see, I need to reach at least 100 within 10 days. Do you have any suggestions to study? Yes, I do. Now, I'm going to give you kind of a warning here. Typically, if you do something for 10 days in terms of learning a language, it probably will not have a big impact on your overall language proficiency. So I cannot guarantee anything here. Usually you need at least a month or maybe 2 months in order to really make long-term improvements, especially when it comes to your speaking, your pronunciation, your vocabulary, and your grammar. All of these things are important, and your speaking is so low here. If you see it, it's at 19 points out of 30, right? What does that mean? If you look at the rubrics, if you get 19, that's about 2.5 out of 4. It means that you have problems with articulation, awkward intonation, choppy, fragmented, telegraphic, and frequent pauses and hesitations. It means you have a lot of pronunciation problems. That's probably your biggest issue. Now, you may also have some grammar and vocabulary limitations. Even you may be expressing mostly basic ideas with limited details, or you may not be connecting your ideas as well as you should. So my recommendation is my 30-day TOEFL speaking study guide. You need to make the most improvements with your speaking, and that's probably where you should spend your time over the next 10 days. So I'm going to give you 3 specific suggestions of things that you can do for the next 10 days. You might want to write these down. Number 1, get in the habit of reading every day for the next 10 days. I want you to read magazines, newspapers, and books. You should be reading for approximately 45 minutes every day. Now, you should also practice listening for about the same amount of time, maybe 30 minutes or so. Now, you want to get in the habit of note-taking. Now, based on your notes on the reading and the listening passages, I want you to practice orally summarizing the information. That means you're going to talk about the main and the most important supporting points in those reading and listening passages that you're practicing. Now, you should be doing this for maybe an hour and a half a day, and make a goal of doing maybe 5 to 7 oral summaries every week. Actually, for the 7 days and then 3 days into the next week. Now, do that. That's about an hour and a half every day. Now, for another hour and a half to 2 hours every day, start going through the lessons in my 30-day TOEFL speaking study guide. That's going to help you with both pronunciation and also speaking. So start going through those lessons. Get as many done as you can. Now remember, I do have one rule. I'll be up front with you. You can post 1 speaking practice test per day that you're one of my students. Now I recommend that you use my course if you're serious about improving your speaking. I recommend that you use my course for a minimum of 30 days anyway, even after you've taken the TOEFL test. Think about it. Just because you've taken the TOEFL, does it mean you've solved your pronunciation, your speaking, your grammar, and your vocabulary issues that you're having right now? Probably not, right? So use my course for a minimum of 30 days, Ken. And my recommendation for the next 10 days, again, about an hour and a half for the reading and the listening, and then giving oral summaries about the information. And then the next hour and a half to 2 hours each day, go through the lessons in my 30-day TOEFL speaking study guide. And those are the suggestions I have for you right now. All right?